The White House condemned U.S.
What? Wait, what? Nah, he's not. Wait, what? He was tossing around that rope like he was getting ready to whip everybody. Oh, man. Listen, welcome back to What TV. It's your boy Ace. Thank you for locking in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Tap in, tap in, tap in. Listen, if you don't know, back in 2021, we had a strict border. I mean, Trump was just leaving office, and under the Trump regime, we had very tough ICE agents. Yes, we had a man named Tom Homan. What TV granted him migrants' biggest threat. We had Tom Homan at the realm of ICE. We had people at the border, renegade people, regular civilians helping out police doing wild things at the border. Some of the things that were happening were they were detaining people in cages. Yes, let me remind you people, this is 2021. People were in cages. People were being separated from their families, children, women. They were all being separated to meet at a different time. They were deporting people at a high rate. Now, the Trump administration, they were more of a deterrent when it came to the border and its policies. They were taking action to actually not only just stop people from coming to the border at a high rate, but they just wanted to deter people at all costs. So they were taking some harsh steps. And in the community, they were up in an uproar, hearing that women were being separated from their children. And I'm going to tell you people, we're going to have to make some tough decisions. All right? When you're voting this year, you're going to have to decide whether you really want a tough policy at the border or not. Because I'm telling you, if you pick Joe Biden, things are going to be a little bit loose. And the harsh reality is, if Donald Trump is elected president, we're going to have some pretty tough borders. Not only to slow things down, but to really ultimately deter people from the idea whatsoever. Now, some of the people that was involved in this story, they decided to sue. So let's jump right into this story. And as always, let us know your thoughts.
Officers in cowboy hats blocking the paths of migrants. The White House condemned U.S. Border Patrol agents on Monday who were seen using a whip-like cord to block Haitian migrants carrying supplies into the U.S. from Mexico. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki said she had seen some of the footage, calling it unacceptable.
We just saw this footage. It's horrible to watch. I just have to get more information on it. I can't imagine what the scenario is where that would be appropriate. I'm certainly not suggesting that, but we've just seen the footage earlier this morning.
Reuters drone footage captured hundreds of mostly Haitian migrants crossing back and forth between Ciudad Acuña in Mexico and the sprawling camp across the border in Del Rio, Texas.
Let me remind you, everybody, this is 2021. Haiti has just experienced a horrific earthquake, and people were just out of control, and the whole country was in melee. So people want to escape all the violence and turmoil that was going on.
To buy food and water that was short in supply on the U.S. side. Reuters witnesses saw mounted officers in cowboy hats blocking the paths of migrants, and the apparent use of force reins swung to threaten the migrants. At the White House, Psaki was pressed over whether disciplinary action would be taken.
That the president's stance or the White House's stance that whoever these border agents are using what seems to be whips on migrants, that they would be fired or at least never be able to do that again.
Of course they should never be able to do it again. I don't know what the circumstances would be. It's obviously horrific, the footage.
U.S. Border.
Wow. You see it right there for yourself. So that was the situation that led to some Haitians now calling for a lawsuit. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know, should these migrants who are seeking asylum be able to sue? I mean, they were returned back to their country, and now they're seeking lawsuits. Let me know your thoughts. Do you agree? Should we pay? And if you agree, we have the right person who should be fighting for this argument, and we're going to get to her after this. Let me know your thoughts.
I'm Amy Goodman. A federal court in Washington, D.C. heard arguments Thursday in a lawsuit accusing the Biden administration of racial discrimination and rights violations of Haitian asylum seekers. The suit was brought by the Haitian Bridge Alliance and other immigrant rights groups in 2021 on behalf of 11 Haitian asylum seekers who described being abused by U.S. border agents as more than 15,000 people, mostly Haitian, were forced to stay in a makeshift border encampment on the banks of the Rio Grande near the Acuña del Rio International Bridge in Texas. Photographs and video footage from 2021 showed Border Patrol agents on horseback chasing, grabbing, whipping Haitian asylum seekers in Del Rio and sparked widespread condemnation. One border agent was heard screaming obscenities at asylum seekers there in Texas, including children.
What?
Hey, you use your women? This is why your country because you use your women for this.
What? They got this. Listen, I have to remind you, this was just a couple years ago. We're not looking for footage from the 1870s, you know what I'm saying? This is 2020. Holy, what is going on? Let me know your thoughts.
Because you use your women for this.
After the attack in Del Rio, Texas, President Biden condemned the, quote, horrible treatment of the Haitian migrants and promised a swift investigation.
It's outrageous. I promise you those people will pay. They will be, an investigation underway now, and there will be consequences.
While the investigation was underway, Secretary of Homeland Security Alejandro Mayorkas said horse border patrols were suspended.
The investigation into what occurred has not yet concluded. We know that those images painfully conjured up the worst elements of our nation's ongoing battle.
Let me know your thoughts, people, because in front of you, you have Homeland Secretary Mayorkas, who the Republicans just tried to move to impeach. A very rare impeachment. And this is why we're bringing this story to you. Their stance was that he wasn't tough enough at the border. So we're letting you know things are about to get pretty tough at the border and for migrants across the country. Because they're saying they're planning to remove migrants within 12 months within being in office. Okay? So they're serious. They're already making moves to start dismantling and removing people from the White House. And our House Secretary might be next. And we gonna get into it.
Against systemic racism.
That was Mayorkas in 2021. During a news conference last year, journalist April Ryan questioned Mayorkas about the attack by Border Patrol agents that sparked national outcry.
The southern border is not just Mexicans, it is Haitians, it's Africans, as we've seen, particularly with that issue with the Haitians being whipped with the reins or the horses. But what is there?
Well, let me just correct you right there, because actually the investigation concluded that the whipping did not occur.
I'm sorry.
What?
I saw it differently.
What? We all saw it new differently. And they got him up out of there. They want to get him up out of there. Things that make you go what, people? Things that make you go what? Tell me, do you think these people should be paid? We want to hear from somebody else, and we're going to get to her soon. Let me know your thoughts.
Correct you right there, because actually the investigation concluded that the whipping did not occur.
I'm sorry, I saw it differently. They were whipped with something from the horse.
One of the plaintiffs in the lawsuit is Mirar Joseph, who was photographed as a Border Patrol agent on horseback, lashed him with split reins, grabbed his neck, and gripped Joseph by the shirt collar. After the assault, Joseph and his family were detained, then deported to Haiti. For more, we're joined in Washington, D.C. by Guerline Joseph, co-founder and executive director of Haitian Bridge Alliance, an immigrant advocacy group that provides humanitarian assistance to Haitians and other Black immigrants from the Caribbean and Africa. Guerline, welcome back to Democracy Now! Explain why you're in Washington, D.C., what happened to Mirar Joseph and his family members.
Thank you and good morning, Amy. We are currently in D.C. because yesterday we were in court to be able to highlight the realities of what we just saw on the screen. That did happen. It happened, and we have the proof. Everybody saw it. So yesterday we came to court to be able to address those issues because the U.S. government reached out asking for dismissal of our case. So
what? The U.S. government is asking for dismissal of the case. I mean, let me know your thoughts. Should these migrants who don't even live here be able to sue because of mistreatment of them trying to cross our borders? Wow. But at the same time, these people are seeking asylum. I mean, there was an earthquake in Haiti. People started to do whatever they wanted. And we've seen what that led up to now. So let me know your thoughts. Do you think these people should have been granted asylum? Is the Haitian community being discriminated against? And oh no, not by the Joe Biden administration, who pushes for diversity, inclusion with equity, right? Right? Let's hear that again, because the Biden administration made a pretty swift and mysterious move around this time, and we're going to take a look at it. But let me know your thoughts. Should these asylum seekers be able to sue?
It did happen. It happened, and we have the proof. Everybody saw it. So yesterday we came to court to be able to address those issues because the U.S. government reached out asking for dismissal of our case. So we continue to be able to fight to make sure that justice is rendered, to make sure that people do not forget the realities of what happened in the Rio in 2021. We filed our lawsuit.
We're not going to let people forget. Listen, people, like, subscribe, share this video, get it out. Let me know your thoughts. Get the video out. Let's get awareness out. Let's push.
In December of 2021, it wasn't until yesterday we were able to have our first hearing for the judge to let us know if they will decide to continue with the case. And what was very critical as well is that we had 4 of the plaintiffs present in the courtroom to show that they are here. It wasn't just something that happened. They are people. And
what? I mean, these people had to show up there right in front of the court, embarrassed about what happened to them and the experience that they had. And the U.S. is just trying to knock that down. They're trying to get that whole court thing dismissed. I mean, Haiti, you need to hear from
She's just
Corinne,
been promoted by...
We need to hear from her, man. Because you know why? Joe Biden, with diversity, equity, and equal employment opportunity, around the same time, decided to hire Corinne. Yes, Corinne Jean-Pierre from Haiti. I don't think Trump is going to like this.
By President Joe Biden
It's a very emotional day.
to replace the outgoing Jen Psaki.
This is a historic moment, and it's not lost on me.
Next week, she will become the first black and first openly gay White House press secretary.
I understand how important it is for so many people out there, so many different communities that I stand on their shoulders, and I have been throughout my career. And so it is an honor and a privilege to be behind this podium.
Jean-Pierre grew up in Hempstead, Long Island after her family moved from Queens. Her high school, Kellenberg Memorial in Uniondale, sending us a copy of her yearbook photo, adding that as an athlete, she lettered in cross country and track. In a statement, they write, "It is no surprise that Karine has continued her success in her professional career."
Listen, Karine, we need to hear from you. We need to hear from you. You hold a top spot in the U.S. You hold a top spot. President Biden gave you this job while this happened. And we know how Biden is. He likes to give out those jobs after something happens in a certain community. So please, while you're in the meeting with Joe Biden, just tap on his shoulder and say, man, the people in Haiti, man, you know, those 4 guys, you know, can we just pay those guys? Just come on, Corinne, please. Let us know your thoughts, people. I mean, again, do you think these asylum seekers from Haiti should be paid? Do you think they should have been let in the country anyway? Let me know your thoughts. And again, tap in, tap in, tap